I better put that on silent, shouldn't I?
Unless you're waiting for a bloody emergency.
Nah.
Want a drink, mate?
I'd love one.
Listen, I went to get you Jacks, but
Nah, it's all good. This is even better, mate.
I was going to say, mate, you deserve a bit better than that. You want on the rocks or do you want Coke?
What are you having with?
Huh?
You having with Coke?
No, not yet.
Fucking hell.
You want a Coke?
Yeah, I'll go with some Coke. Jeez.
It's a school night, isn't it?
I've got no work tomorrow.
Ah.
No.
Yeah, I'll go to work tomorrow, mate, so.
What are you doing for work?
One job is building fireproof panels for boats, for big ships, for the Navy.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, bit different.
How the hell did you get into that?
Well, I moved to Brisbane.
When was the last time I saw you?
Have to be fucking 2 years ago, wouldn't it?
Oh, when you came down.
Yeah.
Was that 2 years ago?
Yeah.
That's fucked.
Isn't it? Cheers, mate.
Cheers, mate. Good seeing you.
All right, tell me what's been happening
Heaps.
in the 2 years that I haven't seen you.
Heaps. I've got 2 gyms now. 2 gyms. That one opened up in May, up in Harrow. So I've been living off coffee and not much sleep and stress.
Just
But it's good.
They obviously you're trying to grow and get bigger and bigger.
Yeah.
But what was the game plan?
I just needed another challenge, I think. I think I was in a bit of a routine, and it's always a challenge running a small business, but it got to the stage where I just needed something a little bit more, and it's been a challenge. It's been a challenge, but it's been a good one. We just wanted to grow, mate, and that's one of the things you have to do.
It's in Toronto.
Harrow.
Tranmere. Is it Tranmere or is it Harrow?
So it's on the middle of Harrow and Tranmere, but it's.
I've driven past. There's a few shops next.
Yeah,
next
it's on that corner.
Yeah.
It's on that. It's the old post office.
So was that just because that's what was available, or was there?
No, we looked at other places. We looked at Moona. Where else did we look? We wanted to find something in Lindisfarne, but I guess I grew up at Harrow Primary and wanted to be somewhere close to that. As well, and it's just right time, right place. I wasn't even looking at that particular site. It was a few doors down. It was the old grocer in there.
Oh yeah,
that's what we looked.
Yeah,
and then I was like, had a few poles in the middle of the room, and I just need something a bit more open. And then he's like, well, I'll show you around, and he took me to the place where we are now, and I was like, I have to have this. And there was something going in there.
Oh, it was bad, was it, when you first went there? Oh, no, you had to have it because it was good.
I had to have it because it was good.
Oh, yeah, right.
But there was someone else who was already going in there. And I was like, look, kick him out. We're going in. And we're like, righto. And then, signed the lease and moved in and opened up in May. And here we are.
Yeah. I drove past there. I was going somewhere, and I completely forgot that you had another gym.
Yeah.
And I just saw it, and I was like, "Oh fuck, there it is!" Because I thought you were going to Toronto. I think I just had Tranmere and Toronto mixed up, and I thought, "Oh, that's where he is."
They're both stuck with T.
Yeah, close enough.
It's fucking far away from each other, but
Toronto would actually be a good location, wouldn't it?
Too fucking far.
So where you live, Harrow?
I live right in the middle between Lauderdale and Harrow.
Oh yeah. So this was a short drive?
It takes me 2 minutes longer to get to Harrow.
Nice.
Yeah. But I call in for a coffee up at Audrey's.
So who's running the Harrow gym?
Me.
Are you there every day?
I go between the two.
Yeah.
So I was like, how am I going to work this out? Trying to be at 2 spots at once, and I sort of go between the two. Like on a Monday, I try and have all my time at Lauderdale, and Tuesdays and Wednesdays all my time at Harrow, and then I'm at Lauderdale on the Thursday.
So who runs Lauderdale when you're not there?
Me.
So no one's actually there.
I've got really good staff.
Oh yeah.
I've got a really good help, and
yeah.
The one in Lauderdale is our small group training, and 24-hour is where Howrah's. We've gone with a different approach for it, and it's not 24-hour. It's semi-private, still a small group training, but we've got a physiotherapist down there, and she also does massages as well. So we're looking at a bit more private sort of setting, and when clients come in, there's no one else in there. It's just it's that.
Yeah.
It's that. Everyone's doing, trying to jam pack them in, and we just want
to. You how many members do you have at Lauderdale?
Quite a few. Quite a few.
And how many comparison to Howrah?
Well, Howrah's getting there. It's only started, but we've had a huge response from the community and things like that, and we had tons of people before we even opened the doors. So just to get in there as well, and it's been great. It's been really good. It's good to meet. I guess I've been driving to work in Lauderdale for the last 9 years, because we started down in Lauderdale in 2015, and we were in a building down there for 4 years. And I don't know if you were down there. Did you come down to the first site? Maybe not. It was tiny.
Nah, I don't really remember it.
Yeah, it was pretty tiny.
No.
But you came to the second one, the one where we are now.
Yeah. Yeah. You've got like a little back office. The old back office was straight where you walk in. The office was right at the other side of the room. That's
it was there.
Yeah, that I remember going there.
It's been torn down.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
Had more room.
It's funny we're talking about this because I've only just moved here, obviously, and we're both at Zap.
Yeah.
And fucking hate it. That's the fucking worst. And
yeah,
to be honest, like, what's another 2-minute drive down the road?
Yeah, exactly.
So we might have to get some memberships.
Well, I used to work for Zap many moons ago. I was a trainer there, and I worked on the inside there. They got new owners now.
Is it still a franchise, or is it individually owned?
Nah, individually. I think it's still individually. It wasn't a franchise when I was there, but I was a PT manager. So it was my job to help trainers and get more trainers in, that sort of thing. And I was there for about 3 months, and I was like, I need my own space.
So then obviously you went out on your own after that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I've been doing it since 2008 in the industry.
That's awesome.
Yeah. It's not too bad.
So obviously once you get Howrah up and running and takes off, a third one? No, too much.
Not yet.
When comes the point that you just sit back and?
I don't think I can, mate.
You don't reckon it could run itself or with someone else?
I don't think I want it to be like that. So I know everyone down there. We don't do online sign ups. I like the personal stuff, so they can meet me, I can meet them, and things like that as well. Like we've looked at the online stuff, but it's I don't know. I rather the personal sort of stuff, and because they get to know who I am, because they walk in and there's this tattooed thug looking at them. Yeah, and so.
And then when you talk, you're actually a really nice bloke.
I think so.
So you pretty much know every member.
I think so. Yeah, I think so.
To some extent,
there might be a couple of people that might have signed up their husband or wife without coming in.
Oh yeah, yeah.
So, but there's only been a couple of times I'm in there going,
yeah, who's that?
Who are you?
Yeah.
And then,
do you ever get people that let other people in?
Yeah. It was only recently.
Really?
Yeah. Like we're pretty good down there.
What do you do when you're there and you know someone's not meant to be there?
Well, we've got cameras.
Yeah.
We've got cameras. But we've got a really, really good community down there. And, it might happen in the bigger gyms, the big franchises and stuff like that. But when people know it's a small business, a local business, and I'm there as well, and everyone knows who owns it.
Yeah.
It's a little bit different, but it was only a few weeks ago, and a young fella came in, and the bloke behind him was looking a bit sheepish. I was just finishing up with the class, and I was like, yeah, I didn't see him swipe in. And so I just let him go, and he was still looking around going, I don't think he's been here before. And I walked over, I said, mate, you swipe in. And he looked at his mate, and he goes, yep. I said, okay. And I said, how long you been bringing him in? And he goes, the fourth time. I said, what the fuck are you doing, mate? Like, you can't do that. And I was like, mate, come on. Like, he apologised. He's a really good young fella. But, yeah, I don't think he'll do that again.
Yeah.
It's just disrespectful.
Yeah, it is. But on the spot, do you say to that guy, look, hey, do you want to sign up? I'll give you a good deal or something like that? Does that... or you kind of just go, nah, if you've kind of...
I'm not interested.
You've ruined
if you're trying to sneak in...
Yeah. You don't really want him. Yeah.
No, I don't want you here.
Yeah, it's a good point.
So it's, the whole respect goes both ways, and, if they show, courtesy and care, and I'll look after them all, but once that starts to get a little bit disrespectful, which we don't have, we've had them, but, it's better off for everyone that they're not there.
Yeah.
Go to your other 24-hour gyms.
Well, obviously I've been there a few times, and the people that I've seen there, like, everyone's just respectful and chill, and obviously it's a very friendly environment.
It's great, mate. It's great, and I'm lucky to rock up to work and meet these people and work with really good people as well. When we've had some amazing people work for us as well, and we've got amazing people down there. So, if something happens and things like that and whatever, then I know they can handle it. As well. So I try and give them responsibilities and things like that, and sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. Yeah, it's a pretty tough industry. It is hard to break into and keep going with it. I've been lucky enough to do it since I was 23. I'm now 40.
You just turned 40, didn't you?
Just turned 40.
The big one.
Yeah. I've aged terribly.
All right.
Since May. I've got more greys on my hair. I dyed it to cover it. I've got bags under my eyes. I'm making dad noises getting out of the chair.
So when so obviously you're just hugely involved in fitness and gym and all that sort of stuff. So most people don't have a good story on how they got into it. It's just just started lifting weights kind of thing. But how did you start off getting into it?
Funny story. He's my son's godfather, and I met him when I was about 17. He was a bit older than me, and he was a big boy. And when I was 17, I was just skin and bone. That's when I was playing cricket, and I could run back then. Not so much now, but I could run back then, and I didn't know anything about how to put weight on or muscle, nothing like that. And he bought a bench press outside his house, and I had to go on it, and I did like 30 kilo, and I couldn't do any more. And then for my 18th birthday, I told mum and dad, I said I want a bench press, and they bought it for me. And he said to me, he goes, "You'll never stick with it." And that's still, I don't know if I've told him, but it still sticks with me. And
is he a member of your gym now?
No, but he's family, so he can come without paying. But no, he's just he's pretty lazy now. Yeah. But it's still stuck with me.
Yeah.
And I still think about it, and that's a big reason why I got into it. And then the first gym I went to was the PCYC up in Liverpool Street. Started up there, and I just dove straight into what it all is and why we do it and what this does and what that does. And there was a gym that was advertising for a traineeship. I applied for it and got it, and haven't looked back.
So what did that involve?
The traineeship.
Yeah, was that a certificate?
Certificate 3 in fitness.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
So I was a receptionist at this gym. No skirt, no makeup. This is pre-tats, so I was a bit more approachable. And I just started there and working behind reception and studying and training and just sacrifice a lot to try and be the best I can with it.
Yeah.
As well.
Yeah. And I'm not sure if everyone that knows you knows that you're into music.
Love it. I think they know. Like I play a lot of Metallica at work.
Are you still playing?
Yeah.
You still playing bass and guitar and stuff?
No. I sold. I think Ibanez K5 bass.
Was that the 7-string?
No, 5-string bass.
Oh, that's right.
Ibanez.
Yeah.
And it was absolute beast.
Because that's how we met. Was through music.
Yeah. And but I still play. I've got guitars at home. I did a lot of recording through the COVID as well. Yeah. Like I bought Pro Tools and took me about 2 months on how to use it. But I recorded some stuff as well. And obviously I wasn't working and things like that. And so I played a lot through COVID, and I've been playing since grade 7, pretty much on the guitar, and can play bass and can hold some sort of beat on drums, and can play clarinet and play bass clarinet.
So that what was that band called that you were in when I met you?
Uur Line.
Are they still around?
No, which is a shame.
Because they were kick ass.
Amazing.
Like literally kick ass.
Amazing. Yeah.
And I remember the guest singer that came down on the rocks.
Yeah.
I'm not sure. He was such a great singer.
Yeah.
And I remember filming it and putting it together and thinking, shit, these guys could go far.
He had a lot of talent.
Do you keep in contact with him?
Yeah, I've got so Jared, he's a member down at Cult.
Oh, because I didn't think he was from Tassie. He's from here.
Tassie born.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the rest I see every now and then as well. But kids. I think they all had kids at the same time.
Oh yeah.
So and mine was how long ago was that?
I reckon that might have been 2015.
I had bleach blonde hair in that film clip.
Yeah. Because then the next time I saw you, you were teaching me in my Cert 4 at Fit College.
That's right.
Because I remember walking in and thinking, I remember all day I'm thinking, I fucking know this guy and I don't know where from.
I remember I was sitting there at the desk and you walked in. I was like,
you knew me from somewhere too.
I fucking know this bloke.
Yeah.
And I think it might have been after a couple of classes. I think you recorded our music video.
Yeah.
And then,
But I remember I remember clear as day just sitting there and I fucking just thinking, I know this bloke from somewhere. Where the fuck do I know him from?
Yeah.
And it was only 2 or 3 years, because that was 2018 I was studying.
That's when I was teaching, yeah.
Yeah, 2018. And the film clip was only 2 or 3 years before. So it's like, it's not like we're
long.
talking 10 years. Yeah,
it wasn't that long. Yeah.
But I think your look had changed. You must have,
like
you said, yeah, maybe. I think that might have been it.
More tats, who knows?
Yeah.
Who knows?
Speaking of that, how did that all go? That was a fucking nightmare.
Oh, Karen, yeah.
Fit College.
I remember, Fit College?
Yeah.
Yeah. Did you pass? Did I pass you or not?
Well, I passed Cert
3.
It's a bit of a long story, but I passed Cert 3.
Because I don't know.
And then Cert 4, the beginning of the course, I went to America.
Were you in my Cert 3 course or my Cert 4 course?
Cert 3.
Cert 3.
Yeah.
Did you start your Cert 4?
Did
you did we finish your Cert 3?
Yeah, I got the certificate.
Yeah, so you can do classes.
But so what happened was I came back and I had 1 week left because I went to America. It had finished and I just didn't worry about it. And then maybe like 6 months to 12 months later, I contacted Fit College and said, can I jump into a class?
Yeah.
And they were like, oh yeah, next year. Yep. And then just shit changed. Couldn't do it. And I never ever got it. Paid for it all. It was like $7,000, I think.
Yeah.
Paid for the Cert 4, and I actually contacted them, this is no lie, probably 3 months ago.
Yeah, right.
Because when I came back to Tassie, I thought, I've got no job. I might as well fucking get that done if I can.
100%, mate.
Because I paid for it. So I contacted head office, and they wrote to me and said, basically the Cert 4 has changed now from when you did it, so you'd have to pay for it all over again.
Really?
That's what they told me. And then they're like, oh, we can do your deal. I forget what the price was. It might have been $2,000
to finish off the module.
Yeah, but then on their website, it's $2,000 for everyone. So I'm like, well, you're not really doing me any favors. So because I went on the website, I didn't bother even arguing with them because it was just like, it was a bit of a shame. But
yeah,
I don't know if I would have done much with it, to be honest.
Never know, mate. Like it comes useful for your own training as well. And
yeah, that's why I did it.
Yeah,
it was literally for my own benefit.
Yeah. And I found a lot of people did that.
Yeah.
A lot of people weren't interested in getting a job out of it. They were just interested in their training and learning something out of it as well.
Yeah.
So, did I teach you anything? Yeah. I hope so.
Yeah, no, you did. Actually, you know what? I remember me and whoever I was with, we'd always say, oh, I wish BREN was our full-time teacher.
Yeah.
I don't want to say any names, but the other teacher was just a fucking... That's why I said it was a nightmare, because of that.
Yeah. I'll try to make it fun and...
Yeah. Yeah, because you, I don't know, how come you didn't teach full time?
I think I did. I was doing...
Not for us, you didn't. You only jumped in like...
I would have been...
I'm pretty sure you only jumped in when the other teacher...
Were we doing the night ones or the day ones?
Day ones.
Which is full time.
Yeah, no, you wasn't. You was only there like 1 day, 2 days a week.
Yeah, I don't think I could fit it all in with trying to run cold as well.
Yeah, right.
But I miss it.
Yeah.
I love to go back into teaching.
I think I haven't really read much into it, but from what I can see on social media, they seem to be doing things properly now. Because before they just started, and
it was quite new, wasn't it?
Yeah, they were just in the back of a room, in the back of a gym, just shove us in there. Nothing was proper. It was just.
I think it was unpainted. Fucking cobwebs every.
It was pretty. Yeah, it was pretty bad.
The skeleton was missing half its bones.
But I remember, like, you go to class, and then like the other teacher would say, "Oh, I've got an appointment today. We're going to finish early." That's literally what happened all the time.
You can't do that.
And I was just like, and
I was I was having a chat to a member about that today, actually, about that.
Literally that
company.
Yeah.
I kid you not.
Yeah.
Kid you not.
That's funny. That's funny we brought it up. But yeah, I mean, if I was studying this year or now, I think maybe it'd be more professional, because I think they got a proper classroom and it's all set up properly.
They work out of they work out of the CTIC Center now.
Yeah, right.
So they've got all that up there. They had all the gear at where they were before, but I think it was just the room and once one of those pump classes gets started, the walls are like paper. You can hear everything. I just remember trying to teach.
Yeah.
You just see the bass drum and the blast it.
And the room was no bigger than this.
No, it was pretty
with
tiny.
12 people in it.
12 people. Yeah. But that was I taught some really cool people, and some of the people that I taught are still in the industry, which is. So
did you ever snatch anyone from teaching? Are they working with you at all?
I think I tried a few out, and it didn't work. It didn't work. It's I think people realize on how tough it is as well. Like, the industry, it's tough. It's really tough, and especially with today when everything's a little bit tight around money. Not many other people have just the spare cash to sort of float around and things like that. But the ones who really want to train, they'll go, right, I'll give up this, that, and that, and they'll make it work. They'll make that work. So, but yeah, I did try a few people, but they were just they were a little bit raw.
Yeah,
a little bit raw, and like with cult, you have to know your stuff. Yeah, you have to know your stuff. Well, I expect them to know ins and out.
So just going back quickly, just for my own benefit, Hara, is it based around classes or is it a bit of both?
Yeah, so it's based around, like, both Lauderdale and Hara are based around small group training.
Yeah.
Like back in the day, we used to run 20, 30 people. And then I was looking at other gyms in America as well and seeing what they're doing. And there was one gym, I think it was in Nashville. I was listening to a band called Nashville Pussy. Have you heard of them?
No.
Well, Nashville was the home of country.
Yeah.
But these guys aren't really country.
Yeah.
And so I was just, doing some Googling, and there was this gym that was just doing small group. And, they had member testimonials going, we're getting more out of it, we're getting better coaching. And that's what we're doing.
Oh, right.
So there's no more than 12 people. We can.
So you're doing more classes per day, just less people?
We're still doing 3.
Yeah,
we're still doing
yep.
early, mid-morning, afternoon sort of stuff. But the one in Lauderdale, they've got 24-hour use as well.
Yep.
And the Harrow one's just that semi-private where still small group training. But we like the aspect of the private PT, and it's you can't have it pumping all the time because we've got the physio in there now, and it's a bit hard to,
So it's physio. You say it's physio and massages, or just physio?
Yeah, so she does both. So we've just spent a little bit getting the room all made up for her as well.
And this is just Hera?
This is just Hera.
Yeah, right.
Yeah,
Yep.
Like you couldn't do it at Lauderdale. It's like Lauderdale's pretty constant.
Yeah.
It has its quiet moments and it has its feral moments.
Yeah.
But the music we play there, it's not real relaxing.
Yeah. So it's a different vibe at Hera. You get
a little bit.
Yeah.
A little bit. It's it's like it's a brand new baby. And so the Lauderdale has its culture.
Yep.
It's been there for a while now. So, we've had members since day one.
So do you kind of change, or I should say, will you kind of change and adapt to the culture in Hera, like Tranmere and stuff? So if people are saying, look, we don't like this music, and if you're getting that constant, will you just kind of go, listen?
I'm pretty firm with the music.
Yeah, right.
We've got, I'm like, this is fucking what it is.
Yeah.
Like, if it's not loud in your face, and, I've dabbled in some other stuff that's, short, fast, loud.
Yeah.
But it's not what I intended.
Yeah.
But we've tried things, and like I've done everything with business. Like I've done things that have worked, done things that have failed. It's all about growing as almost a trainer, coach, but also a businessman.
Yeah.
So it's all trial and error. If you don't do these mistakes, then you're not going to learn. And you just have to learn that, this is why people come here.
Yeah.
And this is why I started it.
Yep.
And this is what we are. So we're pretty strict on, well, not strict, but this is just the music we play.
Yeah.
Otherwise, you can play Music Max and
Yeah.
listen to all this other stuff. But Lauderdale used to be, you can come in and put your own stuff on.
Yeah, right.
And had a couple of older gentlemen. I've known them for 15 years. They're brilliant. I'll come in sometimes and there's fucking Johnny Cash on. If I hear fucking Blue Suede Jeans by Neil Diamond again, I'll fucking rip out of the wall.
So how do you you've got like a touch screen or something, do you? Like Spotify?
Yeah, we used to have Spotify on the wall.
So they can search anything.
Yeah.
Yeah,
and
right.
then
you should lock it so like there's only a playlist and they can only choose from that playlist.
I've looked at doing that, but now it's just my shit.
Yeah, good.
If you don't like it, bring your headphones in.
Yeah.
So I've got a mix on there that it's taken me a while to make. I've tried to get all genres and keep everyone happy, but you're not going to.
Yeah, no, you're not.
So, but like the way we advertise it as well, it's it's intense. We train people who want to be trained.
Yeah.
So it's that. It's that. So, and that's how we started. That's how we started with it.
I think I might head down there.
Have a look.
I think I might.
Have a look.
Yeah.
It's cool.
I think the only problem is that at the moment, me and my girlfriend have got contracts on Zap. I've got a fuck knee which needs surgery.
Yeah, right. What have you done to it?
So my chondromalacia, I've got a grade 4 chondromalacia and a grade 4 meniscus tear.
Yeah, yuck.
And it's been like it for nearly 2 years, believe it or not.
What have you done with it? What have you done about it?
So, Tom Platts?
Yeah.
Of course you do.
Were you doing his leg workout?
Yeah.
Fuck.
Yeah. But it wasn't the workout, it was the fact that I went straight in, sat on the leg extension, and just done it, and didn't warm up, just did it. 7 reps, plate. Absolutely tore my legs to pieces, and I was in there for no more than, I think it was 20 minutes.
But what is Tom Platts taking that you're not?
Yeah, exactly.
I reckon that might help a little bit.
And then so I walked out and I was limping. I thought, oh, this, like, I feel, you know, when you get that pain, it just feels really good.
Yeah.
And I walked out, got in the car, and I couldn't even put the clutch in. My legs were that sore, especially this one, because I'd obviously injured it. But I just thought it was from muscle.
From the workout.
Yeah. So I've driven home, and where I was living at the time, I had a massive staircase to the front door and couldn't walk up them, like the limp. And so for weeks after, I was limping, and I thought, oh, it'll go away. It's just an injury. It's fine.
Yeah.
And months and months go by, and
years
go by. So I finally, literally only a month ago, went and got a MRI.
And she's fucked.
Yep. So I'm on a waiting list right now.
Are you really?
Yeah. Yeah.
Right.
So I can't. So I can. So if I get out of this chair, I've got to put all my weight on that leg and use my arms.
I'll do that when I'm 40, mate. And my legs are fine.
Yeah. So hopefully, I don't know. People are saying don't get surgery and all this stuff, but
where's the surgery at? Down here?
Yeah, Royal.
Yeah. Okay.
Because I don't have private health. That was the first thing they asked me.
Yeah, right.
They said 6 to 12 months.
And if you had a private health, how long?
Didn't say.
You don't know.
No.
Could be the same.
Could be. And it'd be a waste of time and money.
Exactly.
And it's the same surgeon.
Is it sore now?
A little bit.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Because I'm on my feet all day at work.
Yeah.
On concrete.
Oh, yeah.
Like all day.
Yeah.
And I hate whinging at work. Like sometimes I'll be like, oh, my fucking leg, and I'll go get. I hate painkillers too. I think it's just don't like taking. I think it's just because.
You know how many tablets I take a day? About 22.
Fuck.
Mm-hmm.
Shit. And anyway, I'm whinging about a sore knee, which, you know, it's not ending my life, and it's not.
But they're still yucky though.
Yeah, it's
I've had
shit.
a few knee injuries,
I can't squat
nothing.
and can't do all the fun things anymore, but
Still a bench press, mate.
I get it. I do. That's why I'm getting little legs.
That's all you need, mate. That's all you need, bench. Benching. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday.
So, where did you grow up at? You were a Hobart boy?
Hobart.
Yeah. What school did you go to?
Harrow.
Oh, yeah.
So I grew up
right,
down in Harrow as well. Yeah, grew up down there.
Yeah.
Mm.
And so I guess the biggest thing in your life was a couple of years ago.
Yeah, pretty crazy.
Yeah.
Pretty
I don't know a
crazy.
lot about it apart from what you posted and
Yeah,
that kind of stuff. But
yeah.
I've never had a conversation with you about it, so
Yeah, like I don't talk to a lot of people. I do, but I don't go into too much depth with it.
yeah.
But you know, I guess a lot of people just think, you know, you get a transplant and you're fine, but it's all the build up to it, and you know.
So tell me what happened. So how did it actually come about?
Yeah. So when I was a kid, I used to get lower back pain a fair bit, and my dad was a paramedic, and he used to take me in there to the hospital and just check me out, and we're like, yeah, cool, he's fine. And then it would have been, this is 2012. I was laying in bed at night, and I thought I left the heater on because I was sweating. I was sweating like crazy. Went out to the lounge room, looked at the heat pump, and it was off. I was like, oh, that's weird. So I went back to bed, and I had chills. I was like shaking with that's how cold I was. And when I was with my son's mother, I messaged her, and she came over and got me, and took me to the hospital, and they did some checks on me and things like that. I stayed there. I think I got there at like 2 a.m, and I stayed there till 7, 8. And they just mentioned, oh, your kidney failure is just a little, your kidney is just sitting a little bit lower. I was like, oh, okay. Didn't think anything of it. And
How old are you at this point? Roughly?
28,
Yeah.
sort of thing. And, you know, years go on and fine, no dramas. And, but 2019, I was waking up like pretty pretty crook, like vomiting in the morning, and I was like, oh, I've just, overworked, and this is when I was working at Fit College, and I was, running the gym. I thought, I'm just overworked, and all that sort of stuff, and just I could sleep for 10 hours, wake up tired. When I had that back office at the back of the room at work, I had a futon there, and I would sleep between. I couldn't keep my eyes open, and I was training a lady who worked at pathology, and I walked in, and she goes, "You look like shit." I said, "Thanks." And then she goes, "Why don't you get a blood test?" So rang up the doctors, asked for a full blood, got bloods done, and then I had a phone call that night, and it was the guys from pathology, and they go, "Where are you?" And I said, "I'm just leaving work." And they said, "Oh, you've got 5% kidney function left. Head up to the Royal." And I was like, "Is that bad?" And they've gone, "Very." It was stage 4 kidney failure. That's it. So got up there, not knowing what is going on, and had a renal team waiting. Went past emergency, got through there, and did some more bloods. I got there probably about 7:30, 8 o'clock. And so they said to me in the morning that we'll get you for a biopsy in the morning, all that sort of stuff. So I had a biopsy. Results came back, and the nurses come in, and they're going, we'll get you prepped up for dialysis. And I was like, what the hell was that? And so within an hour, they wheeled me down, and they said that they were going to put a little tube in this side of my chest, and that would run into my heart. I have 2 prongs sitting out of my chest. And so I was awake during that. So they numbed it. And one of my friend's partners was the nurse with me. And so I knew her. And I've never been more scared in my life. And then once that was put in, they wheeled me upstairs, and I started dialysis. And what it is my kidneys weren't flushing out all the bad toxins. I was keeping them all. That's why I was getting sick and all that sort of stuff. So my kidneys, when I was weeing, I was weeing out proteins and all that stuff, where I should be weeing out all the toxins. That's what your body should be doing to your kidneys, like a filter. They weren't filtering. And so when you're on this machine, you've got a big machine, and it hooks up into these prongs, and you're on there for about 5.5, 6 hours, where I was. People can go longer, people can go shorter. And it's like, when you see like a slushy machine, but it's blood.
Yeah, right.
And what it does, it cleans your blood for you and puts it in your body. So I did that 3 days a week at a place called Coringal, which is
so this machine's doing what your kidneys should be doing.
It's like a big kidney.
Yeah.
And then so they got them at the Royal, but there's a place out in Newtown called Coringal, and it's a whole room full of these big dialysis big machines. And I was out there 3 times a week, Monday, Wednesday, Friday, for about 6.5, 7 hours a day, just hooked up. And the nurses out there are amazing. They were beautiful people. And so I was doing that for about 3 months. And then you can also do dialysis from home. And it's a little bit different. Instead of dealing with bloods, it deals with putting fluid into your stomach. So what that is, I had surgery where they put a tube into my stomach, and there was probably a tube like that long hanging out of my stomach. And what you do is there's this little machine at home, and it's done with like dialysis fluid, like glucose fluid. And what it is in a nutshell, it pumps about 2 litres of this glucose gel, glucose water into my stomach. And as I'm, throughout the day, it just grabs all your toxins, and then you'll go home at night, plug yourself in, put all these other bags in and stuff like that. It's a pretty cool machine. they said it takes about 5-6 minutes to set up. I got it down to 1 minute 18. So I was pretty quick at it. I did it for every night for 2 years.
Wow.
Every single night.
And you had to do it?
Had to do it. So when I started dialysis, I felt better. I was still training. That was one thing that kept my sanity, and I guess it kept a part of what I love doing. And yeah, so I go home, hook the tube from the machine into me, and then I press start, then I'll go to bed. And so what it would do was it will drain all that fluid into your stomach. It will drain it down to mine was going down the sink in the shower. And then for that 9-hour cycle, it will put a batch in, let it simmer, drain it, put another batch in, let it simmer, and drain it. On the last batch, it'll put like a different strength glucose into your stomach, and that's what you have in your stomach all day. So my stomach was pretty bloated all day.
Yep.
And when you walk around, you can feel it walking, but you got used to it.
Yeah.
You really got used to it. And I was on a waiting list for 2 years. So 2 years I was waiting and
for a transplant.
For a transplant.
Yeah.
Yep. And so when you're waiting on a transplant list, you got your doctors and all the nurses that you sort of see every day. There's always, transplant this, transplant that, and you just go, oh, I love a transplant. That's why your whole life's based around that. And then before I got my phone call, I had another phone call about 3 days before, and it was my my specialist. He goes, "Look, we've got a kidney, but we're just waiting to see what is going on." And I was like, "Oh, what do you mean?" He goes, "Oh, we're just waiting to see if he passes or not, and what sort of trauma the kidney's in." And I didn't. When he said that, it was that's someone's. It's someone. And it's where it's more personal now because you're sort of waiting for someone to die.
Yeah.
And that was a really weird feeling. And so he called me an hour later. So, unfortunately, it's not today, but I knew it was close. And then it made me look at everything different.
So could you, if there was no transplant coming, could you do what you were doing every night, like for years and years, or was this more like a temporary?
It's
even though it was still years.
Yeah, it was pretty much keeping me alive for transplant. Yeah. So a lot of people die waiting for organ transplants, unfortunately.
So what you just said then? So how did you survive that then?
Lucky.
Yeah, right.
Very lucky. Yeah. So, when someone's needing an organ transplant, there's quite a fair bit of things you have to do to get onto the transplant list. So as soon as I was diagnosed with kidney failure, I was on the transplant list, but not activated.
Yeah.
So there's quite a few things you have to do to get activated. So you're on the list, so you don't lose your spot. So you're going up the list.
Yeah.
And when you're activated, it goes green, and then you can get phone calls and things like that. But I had to get like tissue sampling, and I had 16 vials of blood on the first lot. Had to get my teeth checked out. If you have any infections, you can't as well. So if someone's got a tooth infection, you have to get that ripped out. So what they do is when you've had your transplant, there's no risk of infection anywhere. So you have to be pretty sterile.
So you were living life pretty cautiously then through this whole time. You wasn't.
Yeah, like I'm not a big social person anymore.
Yeah.
Like if I go to like an event, it's always in the back of my mind of getting crook.
Yeah.
Like if I get crook, I'm pretty crook. Like I get a cold. I take quite a fair bit of anti-rejection tablets, and that lowers your immune down, so the body doesn't try and reject the kidney. So people with who've had organ transplants, they're on that as well. And so if you get a bit of a sniffle, I know what's coming. I was crooked 3 weeks ago after a little sniffle, and I was in bed for 3 days. And usually you just have a sniffle and go about your day.
Yeah.
So I'm not a big social butterfly anymore.
Yeah.
Which I don't mind anyway.
Yeah.
So
you got your transplant.
got my transplant.
Finally got it
on my mum's birthday.
Yeah.
Which was nice.
When was that?
October 5th, 2021.
Yeah.
So it's coming up.
3 years.
3 years.
3 years ago. Yeah.
Yeah. So, got the phone call. It was my my kidney guru, and he goes, "We've got one. It's perfect. Everything, all the tissue sampling, all the sort of stuff. It's all down the line." And so I got the phone call. Packed my bag. I had all my bags packed for 2 years, but you can't leave your undies in there for sitting there for 2 years. And so I rushed and got all new stuff in there as well. And my sister drove me down there, and there was no commercial flights back in 2021. Like every day, it's still COVID sort of stuff. And so I was on I hate flying. If it's 7 a.m, I'll be at the bar with a whiskey. So I'm just a bit of a nervous flyer. And then when they said, there's no commercial flights, I'm on the Royal Flying Doctors plane.
Wow.
And I was expecting, maybe like a little Boeing. And there was this fucking little plane. I was more nervous with the flight than the transplant. But by then, my dialysis treatment wasn't working as well, so my legs would seize up. So they had to help me up the stairs because my legs wouldn't work as well. So I sat down, and I had two paramedics with me on the flight as well, and the bloke who flies it. And
so where are you going?
Melbourne.
Yeah, right. Yep.
Because all the kidney transplants are done in Melbourne.
Yeah.
So if you're in Tassie or Victoria, they're done in the Royal Melbourne. And so flying up there was rough as guts. Landed at Essendon Airport, taken to the Royal Melbourne, and I walked in, went to the front counter, and I was like, "Hey, I'm here for a kidney transplant," and she's like, "Up the stairs," and I was like, "Oh, I was just expecting different, I don't know." I had a vision in my mind where, you get all the doctors waiting, and here's the kidney, but and then
sort of left on your own to work it out.
Yeah, so I had to fucking find out where I was going. I was nervous, that I'd miss it.
Yeah.
So I found out where I was going, and they were all waiting for me. They got me to my bed, and so what they did first was drain my dialysis fluid, and so got all that done, and then it was during COVID days, and there wasn't any COVID testing at the time in Tassie wasn't as in Melbourne. They said, "Oh, we're going to do a COVID test." I haven't done one. And this is what they put them right down the back of and I was like, I don't think I can do it. I hate shit like that. And so I was nervous about that. Got the COVID test done, and and then got all gowned up. They wheeled me out to the doors before you have your surgery, and they put all your all the shit on you and stuff like that, and had to be bare naked underneath the gown sort of thing, and so it's very, very confronting. And so come out, blood pressure, all that sort of stuff, and I'm just waiting in there, and it hasn't hit me. It really hasn't hit me. And so they wheeled me in, and there's doctors in there and all this sort of stuff, and they're all saying, you do a really good job, you're in safe hands, and the kidneys are a perfect match for you and things like that. And I was like, cool. I was excited. I'll get my life back. It'll change my life. I'll get a second chance at it. Anyway, so they put me onto the table. One of those have you had surgery?
Yeah.
It's quite a narrow sort of thing.
Yeah.
And it still didn't hit me. And I was looking around and stuff like that. And I looked to my right, and the doctor was trimming the fat off the kidney.
Oh, yes, you saw it.
Yeah. and then I had a bit of a moment, and so obviously I've got my heart monitors on, going up.
Yeah.
And so they put the happy gas over me, and that was it. And I woke up, and
So no one's there with you?
no,
No family?
wasn't allowed.
Because of COVID?
Yep.
So that made it worse?
Horrible.
Yeah.
Horrible. So
yeah,
had no one around. So that was tough.
Yeah,
That was pretty tough.
I couldn't think of anything worse.
No, and it's overwhelming, and like you're not programmed to deal with it, but it's one of those things where, as all this stuff was unfolding over the last couple of years, you just deal with it.
Yeah,
you just go. There's no other way. You just deal with it, and so I just got stuck in my work and tried to have a normal life, and then
So was there any chance that you wasn't going to wake up? They'd go horribly wrong? I
guess there's anything with any surgery, isn't there?
Yeah, but did they tell you that? Like,
no.
With the actual kidney itself, that it was going to reject?
Yeah. So they said that your body might not accept it.
Yeah.
But that's why you have medicines to help with that. And so when you're getting your tissue sampling in your bloods, they make sure that when they were taking this guy's blood and or his tissue sampling, or mine and his matched.
Yeah,
so there's a less chance of rejection. So which was good.
And so after the surgery was done, how long did you spend in Melbourne before you come back home?
A month.
And they made sure everything was good?
Yeah.
Do you have any issues in that month?
I had rejection, where when I was in there, it just wouldn't start. So they jump-started it. So what I had, so when I had that tube in there, I forgot that when the dialysis was working through my stomach, they took that out. And what they do, give you a little bit of numbing needles. And so what they did is give you some numbing needles, make it go numb, and they literally just pull it. They pull it out. And it's in, it's quite deep in there. It goes into your actual arteries of your heart.
Jesus.
So yeah, awake to that. And then so seeing the kidney wouldn't jumpstart, it wouldn't sort of work. They're a little bit nervous and things like that. And instead of having another tube in my chest, they put in my neck. So the artery in your neck,
to
cut it, sit through that. Same sort of process. I had a couple of dialysis sessions on that, and it came alive. And I've had, like it's like driving a car with a spare wheel, but that spare wheel doesn't really fit.
Yeah.
That's what it's like.
And so you said before that you're on 20 tablets a day. That's for that?
Yeah.
Just that?
Yeah. So you take some tablets to, to go with this thing, and then you have to take this tablet because you've taken that one. So all that sort of stuff as well. But I'd rather do that than have another night on dialysis.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, but, and got home, and I felt alive again. Like when I woke up after transplant, my fingers were warm, my feet were warm, and because it was so cold for so long, and I've just felt warm, just the blood circulation, all that sort of stuff, and that's one thing I noticed.
I bet you were happy when that happened.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I lost 20 kilos in 2 weeks though. I vomited every day.
Jesus.
Like projectile, like exorcism
Shit.
sort of stuff. So, yeah.
You would have had nothing to vomit. You wouldn't have been eating much.
No, it was just, no, I couldn't. I'd rather, yeah. But I did enjoy the hospital food though.
That was better over there, is it? Most people
hate
it.
The ones in, I've been in hospital a few times when I was on dialysis. I love the food there. I loved it. And so they'll bring the food around. And I remember I was in a room. This is when I was in here. I had a bit of a bad night. So if I have a bit of a bad night, or if I'm pretty bad, I have to go in. It was one of those nights where I felt like shit. So Called the ambulance. They came and got me, took me to hospital, and they put me all these drips in. And I started to feel better. And a bloke, I was in a shared room, and a bloke next to me had one of his nuts cut off. And I felt sorry for him. Anyway, so the guys brought the food around. He didn't want it. I had his and mine. It was, mate, the best sandwich I've ever had. There's just something about it. Something about 4-day-old bread. And, you know, they came and got the plates. And I said, hats off to the chef. And they're like, what the fuck's wrong with this bloke? Like, I love it. I love all food.
But me too.
Yeah. But something about hospital food, love it.
Most people hate it.
I don't know why.
Most people actually hate it.
The best green jelly you can have. I didn't like the red one, but the green one was good. And the little orange juice bottles.
Yeah.
Brilliant.
Yeah.
Brilliant. But, so it's coming up to 3 years, October 5th. And it's a bit of a funny one. Like, it's my mum's birthday. And it's a tough one because we don't celebrate. We celebrate me having a kidney transplant, but we also think about the guy who passed and died. Yeah. So I can.
So do you have information about who that was and
No.
where he's from and all that sort of stuff, or not?
No. So all they can say was he was my age. The way that he passed wasn't in any trauma. Like, there was no trauma to the organ and things like that, and that's all I knew.
Yeah.
But probably when you leave the hospital, they give you like a donor thank you card.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Where you can write to the family.
Yeah.
But they also write notes in there saying you can't say this, you can't, because they read it.
Yeah, right.
They read it as well, and they go, look, you can't say where you are, and we'll catch up with the family. Yeah. So I took that home, and I sat on it for about 2 months. I didn't know what to say. Like, what can you say? And so I sat down one night, a few months after transplant. I was like, I'll write it out. So wrote it out. Wrote quite a fair bit. Like, no personal details. Didn't say where I lived, how old I was, but I just, saved my life and all that sort of stuff. And everything that I didn't deal with over those 2 years, it just went bang. It just hit me.
Yeah.
And just like, it's a funny thing. Like, I had a lot of guilt, a lot of, you might have heard it, like survival guilt, when someone else dies and they live. I had that. Yeah. And the renal nurses said that you might go through that. And I was like, what? No way. Like, I'll have a second chat, But it's true.
Yeah.
And it really mucked me around. It still does. But it's one of those things where if I talk about it, then I can get it off my chest a fair bit. I didn't tell a lot of people.
Yeah.
But, as you get older, you become more open, and the whole macho fucking shit, and it goes when you're out. Well, it does for me. Yeah. And I'm happy to talk about, how I feel and feelings and stuff like that. As where 10 years ago, I'll be like, fuck that, man. Like, metal. Yeah. Just listen to Metallica. And, but I've got really great people around me and things like that. And,
So apart from the tablets that you got to take every day, that's for life, is it?
That's for life.
Anything else that you have to do? Do you have to go back to the hospital regularly still? Or?
I was seeing them a fair bit.
So now you're all basically all good unless something goes wrong.
Yeah. So if when I got back, I was seeing them every day, and I hated it. Like, I was like, I'm done. I'm over it. I've been prodded and poked, and I'm just. I guess I was tired, and you're going through all that.
Yeah.
I just felt like I just hated the world. It's like, why the fuck have I gone through this? And you got Ozzy Osbourne, who sniffed and smoked everything, and his kidneys are fine. But I don't do that shit. And I was like, how are the... So it's that sort of thing.
Yeah.
And then those 4 sessions a week became 3, then it became 2, then it became 1, and then it was every fortnight. And then my kidney doctor, he was like, we'll see you every 6 months. And I was like, oh, I don't think I can. I don't think I'm ready to let go. And now I see him, once every 6 months, and it's great. I've got so much respect for the Royal Melbourne and all the doctors and nurses down here, and my partner's a nurse, so much respect for them, and beautiful people.
Yeah,
beautiful people.
It's a good story because obviously I've got you on Facebook, and you'd put up a few posts here and there when you was going through it, and
yeah,
I remember when I first found out, I was like, fuck, because as you said, you just don't think good people go through that sort of stuff. You just you hear about it, but you never see it.
Yep. And it's there's not a lot of people that go through renal failure at such a young age as well. And I remember going into the clinics up at Coringal, which is like a dialysis unit. People going, what are you doing in here? And they're all like 60s, 70s.
Yeah.
And but talking to them as well, like it just makes you look at life different. The person I was when I went to Melbourne is different to the person that came back. And I've got a bit more patience, not much, but I have a little bit more patience and a bit more understanding, and I can relate to people a lot more, I guess. And
so how did your boy cope through it?
It was tough. Yeah, that was tough.
Yeah.
It's
So is your boy lives with you full time, is he?
50-50.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
How old is he now?
He's 11.
Yeah.
So Maddox is he's I'll get a bit teary.
Yeah.
Over that stuff, but
yeah.
But he was really good through it. He you had to set up the machines.
He'd help you.
He would help me.
Yeah.
And it's like, why is 7-year-old helping his dad out with this shit? It's not, they shouldn't see that side. But it was pretty close at one stage.
Yeah.
So, yeah. I'm trying not to fucking tear up.
No, it's can I
have another one?
Yeah, fucking nice, mate.
Your one?
Have a shot if you want. You've gone through so much, and you've obviously and you've obviously come out the other end. This one's for you, mate.
No, thank you.
Because we met in 2015.
Yeah, but it's that's what I don't talk about a lot. But so he's like he understands like everything, like he knows what dialysis is and kidney failure and all that sort of stuff as well. But it was just a shitty time.
Yeah,
like COVID happened.
Yeah,
I was on dialysis. I almost lost my business, so it was pretty fucked. And I had I wasn't angry, but it was like I never was like, oh fucking woe's me sort of thing. But it's like sort of question like how.
Yeah.
But at the time you just deal with it. You have no time to like I still wanted to, move forward and live and things like that, but I didn't want that to, be the end all.
Yeah.
It's a tricky one. It's a tricky one, and there's a lot of people, there's a lot of things, that people don't realise the domino effect with with your family and all that sort of stuff as well, the stress and that, and I've been in the hospital 3 or 4 times. People don't know. When I was on dialysis, I got rushed to the hospital and then still rocked up to work the next day.
Yeah.
I just didn't want, a lot of people to know, because when I'm at work, I'm there to help others.
Yeah.
That's what I do. That's
well, when I
love
did
doing.
the last video for you, which was 2 years ago,
Yeah.
we didn't speak about it then.
No, but I was on it.
But it's like you would never know what you'd been through,
No, that was post, wasn't it? Yeah.
Yeah,
so,
yeah.
No.
Yeah, so 2 years ago, yeah.
And a lot of the time, mate, like I've dealt with it a lot, and I don't have to talk about it to people all the time.
Yeah.
Otherwise, I feel like I'm stuck.
Yeah.
It's where that was a big part of my life, and I was talking about it every day.
Yeah.
Now it's like,
yeah, you kind of just want to get on with life.
Yeah.
That was the whole point of doing everything you went through to get to the other side and move on. You don't want to keep going backwards. And
No, exactly. And, you've always got the back of your head like you could just, give out.
Yeah.
But you can't.
Yeah. I remember actually, I remember seeing a post that you put up. It must have been when you were going through it, maybe. Because I've known you for a while, but I've always known you to have bald head.
Really?
Yeah.
I've always had hair.
Well, you must have had like the back shaved or something. The side shaved, because obviously the tattoo.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden you put up a photo, you had a full head of hair. And I was like, he's wearing a wig. And you had all these comments of people saying like, going on about your hair because you grew the sides out.
Yeah.
What was that all about?
I can grow it. But I've always had my hair short.
Yeah, but you've always had the side shave though,
I've always had my
yeah.
yeah.
Because I remember seeing this photo and thinking, what the fuck's he done? He looks like Elton John.
Yeah. And I used to have long hair.
Did you?
Yeah.
Like long hair?
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Because of the rock band and stuff? Yeah.
If I went to high school in the 90s.
Oh, yeah, of course, yeah.
If you didn't have long hair in the 90s, you got sort of picked on with it. And then the 2000s came and it was short bleached hair.
Yeah.
If you had long hair, you get picked on.
Yeah.
But, I can, I cut the sides, but I can grow hair there.
Yeah.
Yeah. But then I had to shave all my hair because I've got my whole head's tattooed now.
Oh, the top as well?
Like the whole skull.
Oh.
The whole skull's tattooed.
Why don't you show that then? Bit of a different vibe.
I'm a bit more approachable.
Yeah.
So,
especially being at the front desk at work.
Yeah, behind reception.
Yeah.
People think I'm on day release. And what's a funny story was when I had it done, where the doors are at Lauderdale, I was doing some vacuuming. And because we're next to the chemist. And an old lady asked the chemist girls, is he on day release? No
Doing
shit.
some cleaning.
Doing some cleaning. On day release.
You must look badass.
Oh, mate. And I had the shaved head, freshly, when you get tattooed. Have you got tattoos?
No.
Oh, don't you?
No, not one.
Missing out, mate.
The missus got a full sleeve.
I did see that, yeah. When you get tattooed, it's pretty dark. And the top of my head was shiny black. And I think I spooked her a bit. That's why I've got hair now. Just to cover it. But
so it was all because of some old lady you just felt a bit bad.
A little bit.
Yeah.
And I train old ladies. And they love them.
Yeah, once you get to know you, it's like, oh yeah.
Exactly.
It's completely different.
That's
but that says more about other people than it does you.
Oh, if I'm walking down the street and a bloke's covered in tats, I'm like, fuck.
Yeah.
It's just what people do.
Yeah,
and
you forget about
your
own tattoos and stuff.
And I would talk to people and I forget I've got them. And but I didn't get them to, I've never been a person that tries to fit in. I've just never done it.
Yeah.
And I do things not to fit in. And so that's why I grew my hair long, because my dad was strict with hair.
Yeah.
I grew it long. He hated tattoos. I got tatted.
So what do you say when you come home with a full head bloody tattooed?
Well, he passed 9. What's Matt? He passed 9 or 10 years ago, so he hasn't seen that.
He hasn't seen that.
I would have killed him anyway.
Yeah.
But when I was 18, I went up and saw my older brother, who lives up in Sydney. And I came back tattooed. and I hid it from him for about a month. I had like a tattoo on the arm. And then I've walked downstairs with a shorter sleeve shirt on. And he's like, what the bloody hell is that? And I said, oh, Craig told me it was my brother. He fucking rings up my brother. I fucking sent him up there for a fucking holiday, and he comes back tattooed. But in the 90s, like, you had long hair, had an eyebrow ring. You know, it was all about Daniel Johns.
Yeah.
Yeah. And music's pretty important to me, and you know, so so anything I could do to piss him off, I would do it. Like, I went away with the state 17s to play cricket up in Queensland, and I dyed my hair fucking blue. And I got suspended for a game because I dyed my hair blue, and then they shaved it, but my skull was blue.
Oh, no.
So I was playing cricket for state under 17s with a blue fucking melon.
And it's on record too, I suppose.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
But I did take 4 for against the Vicks.
My parents are exactly the same. It's probably why I never got any tattoos or anything, because when I was 16, I went to TAFE to study music production.
Mm-hmm.
I was 17, and I was in rock bands and stuff, as you do when you leave school. And
At college, I did the rock band at college, yeah.
And I had to move to Launceston to study, because it was the only place that did it, TAFE.
Yeah.
I didn't do it in Hobart. So I moved up there, and I'd already grown my hair a little bit, kind of ear length.
Yeah. Which was pretty big.
Yeah. And Mum was always going off her face that, like, you know, I can cut it when you're asleep kind of thing. So I moved up to Launceston for 12 months by myself.
Yeah.
Grew my hair as long as I could. So I came back and it was down to my shoulders, you know. And so I had long hair probably down here for probably 3 years.
Yeah, right.
21, I think I was 21, maybe 20. 21, I think. And I've been chatting to this girl, and she's
Is your partner listening in?
Yeah, she's here and everything.
Does she know this story?
No.
She gonna like this story?
Yeah. So I'm chatting to this girl, and like hadn't met her yet, and we're chatting, and she's like, "Oh, you know, you got to cut your hair off. I don't like long hair." And I was pretty smitten over this girl.
Yeah.
And she worked at Eastlands, just one of the girl shops in there. And I'm walking in to meet her for the first time. And as I walk in, there was a hairdresser on the left. I think it's still there, actually. I think it might be Just Cuts, opposite
yeah, still there.
Yeah, I walked in and saw that and didn't even think about it. I'm like, fuck, mate, imagine me showing up to her with my haircut. Like, she'd love it.
Did you really?
Yeah, I cut my hair off. Nearly cried. Walked in to meet this girl, and she was like, "Oh, hello, how you going?" Give me a hug and chat. Didn't say a word about my hair. She's like, "Oh, yeah, it looks better." But that was all I got.
All for that?
All for that. And I walked out, and I was like, "You fucking bitch." I got no reaction. Like,
no Nando's date?
No. Nothing.
I'll be spewing.
Yeah, I wasn't. I don't think I ever saw her again. I was like, "You fucking bitch." I never ever grew it. I never ever grew it because I was like, my hair's real thick and just horrible.
I was going to say you got thick hair.
Yeah. So, yeah, I've had short hair pretty much ever since.
It'd be good to dread. I had dreadies.
Yeah. I plaited it. I didn't dread it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'll have to grow my dreads back.
You should. That'd go with it, look.
Like a tattooed Jesus. Just with dreads. Yeah. But, yeah, I've had a few hairstyles, but
I like what you got though.
Yeah,
because that complements, that tattoo on the side complements what the hair is now.
Do you think I'd spend a bit of time on it?
Yeah.
Yeah, I did.
Yeah, this went before you.
I went to work.
Is that why you said it's videoed?
Yeah, I did. I will just want my hat back to front, and
yeah,
I've got Uggies on, so I'm thinking this is upwards from here.
No, it's the whole thing, mate.
Is it?
Yeah.
Is it really?
So we'll see your feet. So it's part of the look, mate. It looks good.
Right, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
but yeah, right.
So what's the future plans, mate? I'll see you've how long you been with your partner for?
9 months.
Oh, yeah.
9 months. Yeah. The first one for a while.
I don't know. You know what? I actually thought, did a bit of research on you, and I thought you were married to her.
Wait, which one?
The one you're with now?
Married.
Yeah.
I've had 2 cracks at it.
Oh, her?
No.
Oh, marriage?
Yeah, but I didn't go to the full ceremony.
Oh,
stage.
yeah, right. Yeah.
Got to that.
It's probably a good thing, isn't it?
Yeah.
Because you're where you are now.
Mm-hmm.
And you're pretty happy?
Mm-hmm.
Pretty smitten?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's good.
I don't have any regrets.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
It, you know.
Yeah.
I've made mistakes. I've got no regrets.
We've all.
Otherwise, you won't learn from them.
Yeah, that's right.
So you don't learn from them. And, yeah, so.
But what the shit you've been through in life, I don't think you'll ever have a regret in life ever.
You can't.
No.
You can't.
No.
And, you know, there's, you know, people, you can't look at life and think, oh, fuck, I should have done that or should have done that. And otherwise, you don't learn from it. That's how I look at it. And so.
Actually, on that subject, like you're 40 now and what you've just been through, we've heard the whole thing and the listeners obviously have heard it all, but what advice have you got for people younger than you?
Fucking heaps. Heaps.
If you could give a couple of words though, what would the advice be?
If you don't want to work in the fitness industry, don't get your face tattooed. I'm unemployable, so I've got no ambition to. I always wanted to be a cop.
Is that why you run your own business? Because you couldn't get another job?
Pretty much. Like, no one's going to fucking employ me.
You got to start your own business.
Yeah. Well, I've worked. Like I've done other jobs before. You know the whole PT stuff, and I just struggled with bosses.
Yeah, I'm
I
exactly the same.
And that's why people do their own thing. and you know, there's people who can be their own boss, and there's other people who can't.
Yeah,
and it's what it is.
Yeah,
it doesn't, you know, there's no wrong or right with that. And you know, I've got my mates who wouldn't even dream of working for themselves. As where I couldn't work for anyone again.
So other than your 2 gyms, what other jobs have you done? What did you do come out of school and leading up to where you are now?
So
I before you tell me though,
what do you got to say?
I picture you being a council worker out in the roads.
Mate, I hate fucking manual labour. I've tried it. Manual. These hands are. I did some painting over the week.
Oh,
painting
yeah.
out the physio room. It's fucking, mate, I take my head off to paint it. It's not for me. My hands are fucked. When I left high school, went to Rosny, and my subjects were rock band, audio design, automotives and stock cars. I hate building shit with anything to do with metal and hammers. I'm no good with them. And the automotive stuff, I hate getting my hands dirty. So when I was, all my mates, when they were in college, were going out and they're doing building and plastering, all that sort of stuff.
Yeah.
And I was like, I can do that. And I did it for a day and was like, this is fucked. It's not for me.
So what's the longest job you've had?
What did I do? I left college, and so I was playing cricket. I was trying to get a Tigers contract, and I went to the cricket academy. Do you know much about cricket? Went to the cricket academy.
I know I look Sri Lankan, mate, but
if I say Shaminda Vas, you know who that is? Okay, all right. So I got to the stage where I went to the cricket academy, and if I like Mitchell Johnson, he was there. Ben Hilfenhaus, Shane Watson, play cricket for Australia, mate. And so I was in that group as bowlers, and then I had elbow surgery, and I was only young, and then booze and women, and
so you could have been a big time bowler.
Nah, when I was younger, I was a bit loose. So when we went to Queensland on tour, it was like, you know, when you let a dog off the leash, that was me.
Oh yeah.
I was like, how much trouble can I get in? And yeah, I just felt like I had to fucking destroy shit and just be a dickhead.
Yeah.
I was always a class clown.
Yeah.
And I thought I'd be the team clown, like making jokes at my own dispense, like, you know.
Yeah. Yeah.
And so I wouldn't have made it. I didn't have the right attitude back then, and my coach gave me a hard time, and I was like, fuck, you know why? But I get it now. And a lot of the stuff that he said to me when I was 17, I still use today. So I can see what he was trying to do, but I had a shit attitude back then, and I wouldn't have made it. But so I thought, you know, leaving college, that's what I'm going to do. Got injured. That didn't, you know, that fucked all that up. Then I worked at a bottle shop out in Claremont, which was interesting.
Shit, yeah. Give us a story. Surely there's...
I had fucking heaps. I loved that job. I was 18, 19.
The one in the village?
Nah, on with a pub. The Claremont pub.
Oh, yeah, right. Yeah, Claremont Hotel. Yeah, right. Yeah. Ah. That got done over a few times, didn't it? Back in the day?
Wouldn't surprise me. Well, anyway, it was my first like proper job. And there was a couple of stories where the boss sent me and this other fella to go do like a wine appreciation course to help patrons and to help choose wine. And so I drove there. It was at Drysdale in town.
Yep.
And so they brought all these wines out and they were telling about these wines. And I was 19. I couldn't give two shits. So I drank it. I smelled the coffee beans and they were talking about, you know, flavours and this and that. And then about an hour into it, I couldn't even see my hands. I was blind drunk. And I was sort of, you know, stumbling. I said to the bloke next to him, I said, "You fucking pissed?" And he goes, "No, you spit it out in the bucket." I said, "Man, I'm fucking hammered."
He was swallowing it all.
I was drinking it. And so I had to get a lift back home and get my car. And then got to work a couple of days later and they asked me and they go, "Oh, how was the course?" I said, "I'm still hungover." And I said, "Mate," "who the fuck's from Claremont's interested in fucking what sort of fruits and shit are in this wine? We sell fucking the fucking wine bags, mate. We sell Triviasti and goon bags."
Goon bags, yeah.
I don't think some of the as nice as Claremont is. You know, you get characters everywhere, but I'm thinking these blokes don't give a shit. They just want to go, right, what's the cheapest thing?
Yeah.
How pissed gonna get?
Yeah.
But
Fruity Licks, yeah.
Yeah, sold a lot of that.
Yeah.
A lot of the cask wine. Didn't sell it in the bottled stuff. But there was fights out the front. And I was only 19. I was tiny. Had a little blonde mohawk. Not one facial hair. Yeah,
no tats at that point.
No tats. And I was there for a couple of years and I was a carpenter for a day. So I thought I'll be a carpenter. Like all my mates do it. And they had their own cars by then. I was like, oh, okay. So carpenter. And for the whole day I was scraping glue off a piece of wood.
Oh, no.
And so I didn't fucking tell them I didn't rock up the next day. They're probably still searching for me. Where's he coming? He's only fucking 16 years late. What else have I done? I did a 2-week experience at Parmic with the fire things. You know, when you set the fire alarms off, the water comes out.
Oh, yeah, right. Yeah.
Did a couple of weeks there, which is awesome. But I sort of realised, like, you know, it's manual labour. It's not for me.
Yeah.
It's not for me.
Yeah.
I worked in a sports warehouse for 3 years, and that was the most fun I've ever had in my life. It was working with people who were loose. It was great. It was really good. They made me manager. I don't know why. They gave me a work.
Where was this at?
Remember Rowan Jarman?
Yeah.
Like, this is fucking years ago.
Yeah.
It was Rowan Jarman, then AMart All Sports bought them out, and then Rebel bought them out.
Yeah,
and then,
right.
So,
yep.
So what I was doing was taking treadmills to people's houses and setting them up, and so they gave me a work van and a mobile phone, and I was 22.
Yeah. Oh, you would have been loving that,
mate.
Yeah.
Hopefully I don't get in trouble, but yeah. We had to take a couple of treadmills to a school down past Snug, and it was snowing. Anyway, so on the way back, we're driving back through the back streets, and it was wheelie bin night. Well, just finished wheelie bins. We're about to get taken out. And this van I had a bull bar. So I had one bloke in the front and a bloke in the back. But in the back, there was no seats. It's just like a big...
open space.
Big high-ass van.
Yeah.
And so we're driving, brakes on, accelerator on. What the fuck are you doing? Anyway, so I was up on the sidewalk, 60 km an hour, hitting wheelie bins. But there was no signage on the van. So,
yeah.
I stopped doing that now. But, and then the traineeship opened up at a gym, and that was, 2008.
And then the rest is history.
Yeah.
Yep. And now you're pretty successful in what you're doing now.
I think so.
Yep.
I think so.
This will be forever now.
Yeah. And you have good days and bad days. Like, running a business has been a roller coaster. I've had really, really good moments, and walking to work, and you think you're everything you do just turns to gold.
Yeah.
And then some days you sort of second guess, going, have I done the right thing? Have I, am I any good? But just getting feedback off people, and I can be myself at work.
Yeah.
Otherwise people see straight through bullshit.
Yeah.
I'm straight down the line. I'm a different person at work than outside of work. Like, I'm not in work mode. But people still see the real me, and
yeah.
There's no BS with it. There's no BS.
Yeah, I've known you for a while, and you've always been the same.
I hope so.
Same bloke,
Yeah.
Inside work, outside of work.
Mm-hmm.
So on record now. So if I come in the gym on Monday, you hook me and the missus up.
Absolutely.
You hear that?
We've got 3-year contracts, and I'll joke.
Well, so what the plan is, maybe you might better tell me actually. So the plan is my next doctor's appointment.
Yep.
I should have done it last 2 weeks ago, so I had another appointment. But next appointment, I'm thinking I'll get him to write me a certificate to the gym to get out of my contract.
Yeah.
Because I can't train.
What? How many? Are you locked in?
Yeah, just 12 months. But I only just done it, so it's 12 months. I'm probably 2 months in.
Is that what it is now? They do contracts.
Yeah, they do.
So you sign. They do contracts, and obviously it's cheaper.
Yeah, but like $1, $2.
Yeah, if they're not locked in, they're dearer.
Yeah, so they do 3 months. They do month to month. I think 3 months maybe. Then 12 months, 24 months.
Yeah, okay.
But
if you get your doctor's certificate, then yeah.
Yeah, I've already spoke to the guy at the gym, and I said, if I get a certificate, can I get out of it? He said, yeah, no worries. So okay. I'll do that first.
And then post surgery, you go see a physio.
Yeah.
If you have to, do you reckon you need physio on it?
Oh, I was already getting physio.
Then you can go see her, and then
So does she run a business, or is she part of you?
she runs her business inside our walls.
So the membership's not part of. That's not. You don't get that. It's a whole separate thing.
Yeah.
She's just renting a space.
Yeah.
Yeah. Cool.
Yeah. That's the only way that she can make anything out of it.
Yeah.
Otherwise, if we pay her, and she does 50 in a week, she makes fuck all.
Yeah. Yeah.
We make a fair bit.
Yeah.
But,
Yeah.
I couldn't sleep.
Yeah.
And that's what we do with our trainers as well.
So obviously, when you sign me up,
Yeah.
you'll give me information about her.
Yeah, we can give you some business cards and shit, and then you give her a call and sort of tee it up. And
that might work out real good.
If you had private health, she does private health.
Yeah, cool.
But you don't have it.
No, but I can get extras because there's no wait on that.
Oh, right.
So hospital cover is 12 months wait.
Yeah, okay.
But extras is only a month wait. So I'll do that for physio.
Yeah, absolutely.
Because I'm going to need physio anyway, so.
And then she'll give me some stuff that I can show you as well. Go, righto, this is...
Oh, yeah, cool.
He's limited to this and that and that.
Yeah.
And I can go, righto, this is your program. Do this, that, and that, and that. Come see me in 6 weeks and we'll change it.
It's real weird, right? So
There'll be a lot of benching.
That's all I'm doing. I'm literally doing upper body, that's it.
Yeah, nothing wrong with that, mate.
Like my legs are just getting smaller and smaller and smaller. It's fucking bullshit. But
mate, I train my legs and they get smaller.
So straight leg, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I can do a hamstring curl, no pain at all, right? So I get to there, no pain. If I do an extension, no pain. So from there to there with weight, so it's just there to there, it's pain.
That's where you can feel it.
Yeah. So I just still do leg extensions now, but I set the bench up so
you're not getting the full...
Set the pad to starting point there, so I'm only doing that.
Yeah.
And no pain at all.
At least you're still getting some contractions to the hamstring.
Not a lot, but
I'd
like to get that stretch.
Yeah.
But I was seeing physio, and she was telling me that this is before I got my scan done. She said that it was supporting muscles because I squat a lot. Never do any supporting muscles with it ever. I thought she's talking shit, and then I go get my MRI done, and sure enough, it's to do with the supporting muscles. So glutes, hamstrings, and calves are all lacking.
Yeah.
So basically, what happens when you
you know how to work your glutes without doing squats?
Well, I've learned a few ways now, just from Okay.
Because we can go through all that.
Yeah. But I'd love to. But so basically what's happened is I've worked my quads. It's pulled because they got so tight and big. It's pulled on the tendons over my knee, which pulls your kneecap tight.
And what's going to happen is your hammies aren't triggered,
your
glutes aren't triggered.
Yeah.
Is your lower back tight?
Probably. Yeah.
It all stems from that. Do you do a lot of core work?
No.
Yeah.
No. So before all this happened, all I was doing was bench press, squats. No isolated stuff. Just
okay.
That's all I do. Bench and squats, literally. Week in, week out, probably for 2 years.
No back work. I guess you can't see it. That's my thing. At one stage, I was just chest and arms. The back, I had no triceps or back. I can't see it in the mirror.
Yeah, I'm the same. I'm all just shoulders and chest, and that's it.
That's all you need, mate.
We'll crop this up so we can just see our chest.
That'd be good. I thought it was from here onwards. That's why I was sitting like that. And I got my legs out. What do I want? Track pants. Haven't shaved my legs. Yeah.
The missus in there laughing, I bet you. Yeah, she's in there laughing her head off. We got something different coming up shortly. So
what have you got?
We'll see in a sec. It'll happen.
Is it like a trivia?
Yeah. So smarter out of me.
No one's gonna jump out.
There's a little black box behind you.
The cake. Someone comes out with a cake.
Imagine that.
Oh.
Imagine I just spray you with fucking cake, confetti.
Like a jackass moment or something.
Yeah.
I'll fucking spit it.
That's actually not a bad idea. I should do that. Hey.
Remember how they had the big...
Imagine that tree. There's someone in that tree.
Wait. like a little wee man. Sure you find someone to fit in that. That's cool.
So you like the setup?
Very cool.
Yeah. I'm glad. You know what? So when I started this, I was thinking, speaking to a few people, and I thought, oh, you got to find your niche.
Yeah.
It's either music, fitness, or motocross. They're the three big things that I'm into. And then I thought, motocross, there's a couple of guys I could get in, but then who else?
Dylan will be good.
Yeah.
I think Dill's he does motocross.
Yeah. He's one of the best.
Yeah.
But I mean, I could get a handful, and then that'd be it. And then I thought fitness, same thing. I could get a few guys in, and then that'd be it. Music, same thing. Music was probably more on top of the list.
Well,
and then I thought,
I've got fitness, I've got music.
Yeah, you got it all.
I've got heaps of shit, mate.
Yeah.
Get me on 4 times.
And then I thought, you know what? I'll just talk to people.
Yeah.
It'll come.
Yeah.
The niche will come later on. It'll bottleneck into something.
If your niche is too small, it just limits you.
That's right.
So if you just talk
that's why it's
openly.
Hitman's podcast, A Chat with Adam, is just general shit.
Yeah.
But I was thinking of people, like I've got a few guys coming in next week.
Yeah.
And I'm literally thinking who I know, who's got stories to tell.
It's
and you were just like on top of that list, like
I should have been number 1, mate.
Yeah. Number 1 was Leroy, just because it was like a test run.
Yeah.
And then Sam Cram, you got to watch that. It's fucking funny as.
That little snippet.
Yeah. I've had a few people message me say, who's that fat kid?
Oh, mate. It's fucking brilliant. He's brilliant.
So, you're...
They can't buy strippers, mate. Like,
he's legit, though. He literally was flying to Melbourne and spending thousands and thousands.
That's what the internet's for.
I know. Would have cost a lot less money, I'll tell you. You ready in there?
Am I ready?
Yeah.
Yes, I'm ready. Hang on 2 seconds. So we're going to go with Would You Rather?
Yep.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I like that one. That's good.
Or do you want...
No, Would You Rather is good.
Yeah? All right, there's some pretty good ones here. All right, would you rather steam out of your ears like a train every time you're mad or bark like a dog when you're excited?
Well, I'm always pretty mad. So I'll go the dog, the barking. Something, I'll change it up.
I'll go the steam, I reckon.
Yeah.
Because I'm never mad.
Oh.
Some people disagree.
I'm just a middle-aged dad now. I'm always pretty angry.
Yeah, it's funny. Like, you're 40.
Yeah.
When you were younger, you thought 40 was, like, old as fuck.
Yeah.
Like, you look 30 to me.
Thank you.
We're sitting here as 30-year-olds.
I actually needed that today.
I'm 36.
I wouldn't have thought you were 36.
Huh?
I wouldn't have thought you were 36.
Younger or older?
Older.
Oh, thanks.
Only joking, mate. Only joking. Yeah.
That's crazy, though. Like, 10 years will go just like that, and you'll be sitting in here 50 years old.
Well, Maddox is 11.
That's crazy.
And
what are you going to do when he's 18? Bringing the chicks home.
Mate. Yeah. I had a conversation with him about that when he was younger. And there was a stage
What do you mean younger? He's still young.
No, not about... Well, when he was 5 or 6. Because he would sleep in my bed every night. So
Yeah,
I'd put
right.
him in his, and he would fucking crack the shits and come into mine. And I said to him, mate, you can't sleep in my bed forever. And he goes, why not? I said, what if you meet someone down the track and, you want to bring them home and, And he goes, well, you just move over. I think there's laws against that. I think it's frowned upon. That's the innocence of him. So, yeah.
That's pretty funny. What's the next question?
All right, next one is, would you rather always have an eyelash in your eye or always have a hair in your butt crack?
Where'd you find these? It's got him thinking, though.
Where are you from? Well,
what was the second one? A hair in your butt crack?
Yeah.
What sort of hair? Like a eyelash or a fucking...
a dog hair?
Just
Pug's hair?
No, well, just think like...
So an itchy eye or an itchy ass crack, basically. That's the question.
Well, yeah, an eyelash stuck in your eye all the time. Or say one of my hairs when you found it down your butt crack.
Why is
Have you
your
got
hair
that-
down Bren's butt crack? Butt crack. That's all I want to
Have
know.
you've got long hair,
Yeah.
so it won't be as prickly.
That's true.
If it was short, it'd be prickly.
We'll go with the pug's hair. That's it.
Oh.
Okay. All right.
Itchy eye, itchy ass. That's the question.
Itchy butt.
Yeah, I'll go with the butt.
'Cause if you keep scratching your eye, it look like you've got pink eye.
Yeah.
But no one really looks at your butt.
You'd just be squirming all the time.
Yeah. You put some cream on it, it'll go.
You got a Mrs. Mate. She's a nurse.
Exactly.
She'll fix you up.
Yeah, exactly. You can bring home some creams.
Next one.
All right. Next one is. Got a few good ones here. Would you rather have sticky fingers forever or dusty Cheeto fingers forever?
Dusty what?
Cheetos, like the
Oh.
chips.
Or you can lick the Cheetos.
What was the first one?
Sticky fingers.
Nah, definitely the second one.
What would
Yeah.
what would the stickiness be though?
Yeah, who knows? Honey?
Nah, I'm going with the Cheetos.
Would you rather lick Cheetos
Yeah.
than honey?
Yeah.
I'll go the honey.
Yeah, honey?
Speaking of honey, I was going to get the honey.
That is nice.
You like that?
Yeah. That's really nice. Yeah.
It's a lot smoother, isn't it?
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah. Too many jacks, you'll start punching holes in walls.
Yeah. That's what I got. I thought Bren will start fucking going off.
If it was Bundy, the place would be on fire.
You know why I brought that one though?
Why?
You requested Jack. You requested Jack Daniels, yeah?
I thought you were going to get some premix cans.
I was gonna.
Yeah.
I thought you were better than that.
Well, should have gone a really nice red.
Yeah, that's true.
But
yeah, I got that.
that's really nice.
It's yeah.
I haven't had wild turkey in a long time. That's really nice.
What's the next question?
All right, next one is, would you rather sweat maple syrup or cry Fanta soda?
Fanta soda.
Sweat maple syrup.
You can put it on
Long,
pancakes.
long as I was going to say, long as there's some hotcakes coming.
Can I change my vote?
Yeah, you can change.
I'll go the maple.
Yeah,
Put it on pancakes.
I can love that.
Considering you probably sweat most days,
Yes.
Yeah, that's true.
you could have
I'm
pancakes.
sweating now.
You could have pancakes every day.
We're the fattest gym owner. I can't
Imagine someone walking in, you're just this fucking obese bloke.
Sweating maple syrup.
I always laugh that if I retire, I'm going to be the fattest bloke in Tassie, and I want to get one of those mobility scooters. That's how big I want to be. I can't wait.
Drive to work.
Yeah,
Yep.
yeah. 10 burpees. Eating a cheeseburger.
Next one.
All right, last one is. Okay, let's find a good one. Would you rather have a toe the size of a foot or a finger the size of a hand?
I got a finger.
Yeah.
It will come in handy.
No, I go a toe because I'm about to kick some up the ass.
Can't wear shoes though.
Yeah, that's true.
You need to get custom shoes.
Yeah.
Is it just one finger?
Yes, it just says have a toe the size of a foot or a finger the size of a hand.
Yeah, finger.
I'm going toe. I'm going toe.
All right, well done.
Thanks for that.
You're welcome.
That was something different. Normally we do trivia.
You got any trivia questions?
Yeah, there's plenty there.
Um,
Go music. Go 90s
I'm
music
pretty
trivia.
good at talking. Because my partner's always saying that I'm just talking shit about like random facts.
What do you think you know everything about? Obviously, apart from fitness. Music.
I'll be pretty good with music.
Let's go 90s music because we're both
pretty good with
90s.
history.
We're both 80s kids, but 90s
Yeah.
kids. Go
Pretty-
90s trivia.
Pretty good with
90s
history.
trivia. All right, give me 2 minutes to Google it.
I was actually my first guy that had an episode 1. I was telling him a story about Nirvana.
Mm.
Um,
Dave Grohl's been a naughty boy.
oh, I read that. I did read that. Had a kid
He's
to
still
fuck someone else.
He's still a rock star, mate.
That's fucking crazy though.
How
eh?
old is he?
Okay, that's be 53, I reckon.
Who's the bird?
I don't know. I didn't click on it. I just saw the headline. That's crazy though, eh? And I read that his his wife,
She wasn't even too impressed with him at the tennis.
but she won't leave. She won't bother leaving him or nothing. It'll be fine.
You know why?
Money.
He's fucking loaded.
I know.
I'll date him.
I mean, if she left, she'd leave with a pretty good wicket. But then, you know, once all that goes, there's no more coming in. Yeah, he'd be worth heaps.
So scrolling through Facey and I saw it, and I was like, "Fuck, more shit." And then it was everywhere.
Yeah,
everywhere.
I think I read it yesterday. I couldn't believe it. Actually, I thought that's a bit of a hoax, but no,
that's what I thought.
Yeah.
Have you seen
typical rock star?
I love to be a rock star. Not to get people pregnant, but
just for the money, the fame, the glory.
I daydream about it. Being up on stage, I miss. I played a couple of a couple of gigs with Uur Line, and loved it. I loved it. I'd love to get back into it. Love to get back into a bit of 80s thrash.
What ain't you?
Too fucking busy.
Yeah, no time.
I would love for the work to settle.
Yeah.
And we've got a few things in the pipeline. If those things in the pipeline work out, I can work 9 till 4. That's what I'm trying to get to. And then I can do.
What are you working now?
7:30 to 6:30.
And you're still running classes as well.
Mm-hmm.
In those, do you do morning and afternoon by yourself?
And one-on-ones.
Fuck.
Yeah, but I've got other staff as well, and they're brilliant.
Yeah,
brilliant. It's hard to find good staff.
I think you. My advice to you. I know you're busy and you've fucking got everything going, and it's really good, but you should always fucking try and do something with music. Because when you're 50, 60...
James Hetfield's still headbanging. If he's still doing it, I can do it.
Yeah, but he never stopped doing it.
He's been to rehab a few times.
When you're 50 or 60, you're probably not going to go, actually, you know what, I might start a band now. Or I might join, you know.
True.
It'll just fade away.
I need to make time for it.
Whilst you're young and still got it, I'd definitely... I play every weekend.
I know.
And I do it because there's going to be a day where...
You can't do it.
I can't do it, and at least I'll fucking have all these memories and...
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. No, I've been watching your gigs. If you want to have some country and some 7-string heavy shit, I'm keen. It'll work.
I can't get my head around that.
What's that?
7-string.
Yeah?
Is that a lower string or a higher?
It's a low B string.
Fuck. I just don't know.
So it still fucks with me. Like it puts me out.
Yeah.
When I go back to a 6-string, I feel like I'm choking the neck.
Yeah.
But with a 7, I've got a really nice Ibanez 7-string, and that's where I could play like Corn, and because if you tune to a low B on a 6-string, the strings are too fucking
it doesn't
floppy.
work.
It sounds shit.
Yeah.
That's where the Ibanez, I've got like active pickups in it. And it sounds great. Real like the pedals I've got as well with the amp. It's like real crunchy. Like
so you've still got all the gear.
Yeah, I've got.
So the only thing holding you back is fucking
finding people to fucking headbang with.
Yeah,
pretty much.
So the boys, they've all just moved on.
Yeah, which is like they had so much talent.
Yeah, they did.
And like I came in when they had all their songs done.
Oh, yeah. You just had to learn them.
I had to learn them, and it's... I'm used to, like a lot of, like, thrashy stuff, like a lot of galloping.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
And so I had to learn... the genre was a bit of metalcore. So it was a lot of off-timing sort of stuff.
Yeah.
Is where your thrashy stuff is pretty much a 4 beat.
Yeah.
And it's just, but this one's a lot of off.
Yeah.
A lot of like, where Tool do a lot of off weird. So they were doing that. But it was fucking brilliant, mate. Brilliant.
Are you a fan of Carnival?
The
Aussie band?
Yeah. Yeah. Yep.
They do all of that offbeat stuff. It's fucking
a lot of weird shit, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah,
There
I
was
like
a
a bit of carnival.
There was a guy that just recently he covered so Carnival on Facebook posted this guy's YouTube video, and it's just him with one acoustic guitar playing, you know, that like classical stuff where they're playing the rhythm, the melody of the song just on one guitar. And it's all open tuning kind of stuff.
Yep.
I watched it the other day and I was just like, fuck, because Carnival's incredible anyway.
Another band that sounds like that is 12 Foot Ninja. Have you seen them?
No.
Their film clips, they take the piss out of each other.
Oh, yeah.
Australian.
Yeah.
And they're very, they do like this metal riff breakdown. All of a sudden they're playing like a country.
Oh, yeah.
Go between so many genres in one song. And
in every song, or just like
in every song. So he's got he's got a guitar where it's built-in plugins. So he could play.
Oh, yeah.
It's a 6-string, but he could press a button, it's 7-string. You could press a button, it's acoustic. Sounds like steel string guitars. It's insane. So he mucks around with all that, and the bass player's got an 8-string bass.
Oh, Jesus.
This is all weird tunings, and he's got the shifter pedals where you play a note, you press it, and it goes, drops it right down. All of the big breakdowns, and that's a cool band to have a listen to. They're really cool, but I think they've broken up.
Well, definitely try and do something. You need to.
Well, if there's anyone listening who wants to play fucking thrash,
and you're still recording, so you're still playing.
I'll play most days if it's for a half hour.
Yeah, good.
So
you're pretty much ready to go. If someone was out there and said, "Fuck, we need a bass player."
I'm
Are you more of a bass player or a guitar player?
Guitar.
Are you?
Yeah, I played bass in the Uur Line.
Right. Yeah.
Because they had no bass player, so I was just keen to get in there.
Yeah.
So I bought the bass.
Yeah.
All that sort of stuff, but I've always played guitar.
Yeah.
So I had to. I wanted to play with my fingers. I didn't want to be a pussy and play with a pick. But a lot of my favourite bass players play with a pick.
You ready for our trivia?
Let's do it.
All right. Yep, I'm ready. I'm good to go. All right. Which 90s artist died just 2 weeks before the release of a double album that went on to go 10 times platinum? Option A is Kurt Cobain. Option B, Notorious B.I.G. Option C is Jeff Buckley.
I'll say Jeff Buckley.
Jeff.
Hang on.
It's not Kurt
Rob
Cobain.
doesn't even want to tell me the answer.
You're off to a good start.
I am. All right.
I don't think it's
It's not Kurt Cobain.
it's not Biggie. It's not Kurt Cobain.
It is Biggie.
Biggie.
Is it?
It is Biggie.
I wasn't really into fucking rap.
All those cunts were getting fucking shot everywhere, aren't they? You can't keep up.
All right. What 90s band broke through with a music video that borrowed footage from the television show Happy Days? Nirvana, Weezer, or Oasis?
Weezer.
Weezer is correct.
Did you know that?
It's fucking. Have you seen the film clip?
No.
It's fucking brilliant.
No.
It's called Buddy Holly.
Well, they do still footage from Happy Days.
It's footage from Happy Days, but it looks like they're in it.
Ah.
And I think it's called Buddy Holly. Is the song called Buddy Holly?
It doesn't tell me.
That's what it's called. Yeah. I know. I'm pretty certain with it.
Yeah.
One to you,
That's
mate.
what it is.
One to you.
All right.
Next
Next one is
I'm pretty competitive.
Kim Gordon played bass in what 90s band? Bikini Kill, Sonic Youth, or Hole?
Sonic Youth.
Do you want to have a go, baby?
Oh.
It is Sonic Youth. Well done.
Did you get that?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Did you guess it?
Yep.
No, not you.
I've heard of her. I only knew Sonic Youth because Nirvana used to
Oh, yeah.
love them. That's the only reason why I know them. I think I had a song, Dinosaur Jr. That's all I know.
All right, this one might be a quick answer from both of you. What was Nirvana's last studio album?
You know you're right.
Hey?
You know you're right.
That's their last song.
Well, that's not even on the option.
Oh, studio album?
In Utero.
Yep, that's option A.
No. Nah, it's never mind.
Well, you've got in utero, never mind, and come as you are.
Never mind.
Never
In
mind.
utero was 91. Never mind was 92.
Nevermind was 91. In Euro was in 93.
Can you Google that real quick?
I can tell you the answer. It is in utero.
Nevermind 1991.
Fuck.
In
I feel
Euro-
ashamed. I'm a fucking Nirvana king and I got that wrong.
In Euro 93. I told you I'm good at this shit.
Okay, well, I feel so fucked.
I'm really competitive. If I lost, I would have left.
No, but like I'm literally a Nirvana like fucking
Me too.
king. And I
can't
can't
play-
believe I got that wrong.
I can't play board games, mate. I hate losing.
Next one.
All right, let me find a good last one. Are you a fan of live?
Yeah.
Not really.
No? All right.
Whatever.
Yeah, whatever. All right.
I know he's bald. That's what I know.
I just know that one song.
All right.
Which one?
What famously tempestuous 90s band had its first dust up in 1994 when one member hit another over the head with a tambourine? You've got Guns N' Roses, Metallica, or Oasis?
Oasis.
You sound so confident. Fucking, what was it, A?
I'll tell you why.
Hang on.
I'll tell you why.
Well, he knows it, so I'll say A.
You'll say A? All right. It is...
What are the answers on another web page or something?
Yeah, it's just, it likes to load.
Ask Siri.
All right, it is Oasis.
Can you see James Hetfield playing a tambourine? Can you see Axl Rose?
Oh, yeah.
Liam Gallagher
Yeah.
played tambourine. And would
Do you guess that just because of the visual?
No.
Oh, you knew it.
Yeah, because he smashed his brother over the face or their head. Oh, they're back together.
Fuck, he's good at 90s. Go two more.
Two more?
Yeah.
All right.
You're in front by like three.
I know.
He's like, I know.
Do three more and see if I can beat him.
Okay. You've got Bradley Noel, was the lead singer of what 90s band that only reached huge success after his death? You've got Sublime, Deftones, or Massive Attack?
Deftones.
Massive Attack.
You're both wrong. It's Sublime.
Who the fuck are they?
Oh, you know that song? Fucking What I Got? It was on the fucking Tony Hawk game.
If I heard, I wouldn't know.
You'd know What I Got.
It's a punky.
Yeah. 100% you'd know that song.
I play a lot of Tony Hawk.
Yeah, it's Sublime. You fucking...
Is that the one where you scapboard up and get the VCRs?
Oh, I can't remember.
I think it was that.
That's the only reason I know that band is because it was on that fucking game. All right, next question.
All right,
There's some good songs on that
Yeah, there is.
game.
Yeah.
We're going to go back to a bit of boy band for you.
All over it.
Which 90s group was the first to form? NSYNC, 98 Degrees, or Backstreet Boys?
It's all around the same time, isn't it, really?
Yeah, fuck. Backstreet Boys?
What do you reckon?
Yeah, I'm going to go Backstreet Boys.
Yeah, both correct.
Yeah.
Well done.
Yeah.
JT.
Doesn't get me ahead.
No, it doesn't. All right, I'll go one more.
Are you good with history?
Little bit. Not really, but
Take the tattoos away. Take the Harley away. I'm a closet dork.
yeah,
Yeah, huge dork. Star Wars.
that's funny, eh? It's just like
Huge Star Wars.
yeah.
Chess. You play chess? I was in a chess club.
Should have had a game in, mate.
You play chess?
No, but
No.
you can teach me next time.
I still got some patience.
Yeah.
I'll come in and play chess.
All right,
One more.
lucky last question is, what 90s band was not from Seattle? Stone Temple Pilots, Pearl Jam, or the Presidents of the United States of America?
See,
Presidents.
It is Stone Temple Pilots.
oh fuck off.
Wow, I thought they would have.
Yeah, that's what I would have thought.
I thought all that grungy shit came from
Yeah.
Seattle.
I didn't know the last one. That's why I said that.
Does it say where it's from? Presidents, they sing. You know them. You know them. They had a song called Kitty. A cat song. I think it was them.
Had a song called Kitty, a cat song?
I think so. I think it was them.
Do you want one more?
Yeah, give us one more.
All right.
Give us one more.
Let's go a bit of rap. Who won a Grammy for the best rap album in 1996 for their album The Score? Tupac, the Fugees, or Snoop Dogg?
B.
Yeah, Fugees.
Yep, both correct.
Tupac was dead. Did he die? When did he die?
96.
Yeah, he was shot.
But he wouldn't have brought a fucking album out that year, maybe.
He might have brought it out. So much shooting.
Tell us quickly about your Harley. We didn't touch on that subject. How'd you get into all that stuff? You strike me to be the sort of bloke that would ride a sports bike.
I used to.
Did you?
Yeah, I used to, but I always loved Harleys. It was one of my dream bikes, and I bought one brand new.
Yeah.
But bought it brand new. It's airbagged. I can.
Oh, really?
Yeah, when I get it off, I press a button, it goes. Psh, it drops. It's customized head to toe. Yeah. Did
you get it imported or you brought?
No, I brought it here. Brought it from up at Richardson's when it was up in North Hobart.
Yeah.
I've got a Mustang. That's for sale. Whoever wants to buy it. So I bought a 2017 Mustang. And that's a gorgeous car. I love my cars and bikes.
Yeah,
I'm not a rev head. I don't watch fucking Bathurst, and I don't wear a fucking Holden shirt. I couldn't give two shits.
Yeah.
But I do like cars and bikes as well.
Yeah.
But it's a soft tail breakout. My favorite color is blue. That's why my work's blue. My Mustang's blue. My Harley's blue. Blue eyes. It's a good looking bike.
What'd you rock up in? I couldn't say.
BMW.
Oh yeah.
It's a Cotmobile.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, that's a nice car too.
Black.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Black.
Why couldn't say it?
It's blacked out.
Well,
looks like a drug dealer. Looks like I'm selling out, going around.
Yeah, and you're driving up the street twice. I'm like, it looks like dodgy deal going on here.
Trying to find a dealer.
And then you rock up.
Yeah.
BREN. So you've filled us in with a bit of information about your life and the adversities and overcoming, I guess, near death.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
Probably seconds maybe away from death.
Pretty close. Got there. It was touch and go at one stage. Yeah.
And you've overcome all that, and I would say you're pretty successful, and I'd say you live a pretty good life. You got a good kid and good missus now, and you got a franchise happening.
If anyone wants to buy into it, sure.
Yeah.
You can franchise it.
Yeah. Maybe. I think the brand's fucking awesome.
Oh, thank you.
The brand is fucking
yeah,
just probably the best I've ever seen.
Yeah, no, thank you.
Yeah, the logo, the name, the colours.
I come up with the logo on paint.
Did you?
Yeah.
Dead set.
Yeah. So
do you want to give us a shout out with the guy that painted the inside of Lauderdale?
Who did the painting?
Yeah. Wasn't someone? Didn't someone paint it?
Oh, the Viking.
Yeah.
Glimmer Man.
Yeah, that's not. Sorry, that wasn't the logo. I thought it was the logo.
No, so that the logo is the Viking helmet.
Yeah, the helmet, and then you had the.
So Colt's my nickname.
Is it?
Yeah.
So before the gym.
When I was 13.
Where'd that come from?
So when I was younger, I was playing first grade cricket when I was 13, and the kids I used to play with in under 15s used to come and watch me play. And one of the boys said it was like a cult following, and cult stuck.
Yeah.
and I've had it since I was 13. So it's not like a cult. We don't sacrifice any lambs. I'd love to. I'd love to do some sort of sacrifice. I love that sort of stuff. I haven't done it, but I like horror films, and when you see the crosses turn upside down. I love that in my lounge room.
Yeah.
I love it. And the Viking helmet. Have you seen the movie Bed Knobs and Broomsticks? It's a Disney movie.
No.
I think it was made in like 1948, something like that. And what it's a long story short was this witch took over these medieval statues to clear the Germans out of England when they all that sort of stuff. And she put a spell on this statue, and the leader of these statues was that helmet. So when I was younger, my sister, and all my cousins used to go to my nan and pop's house and watch Bed Knobs and Broomsticks when I was in grade 4, grade 5, and it's just stuck with me.
Yeah, right.
And I've always loved like medieval stuff and things that aren't normal, I guess.
Yeah.
I didn't want a generic, BREN's Fitness or stuff like that. I wanted something that to be something that's not to people to talk about.
Yeah.
So I had a couple of people who worked at the church, and they were going to cult, and people thought it was like a proper cult that I would slaughter lambs, and I do play Slayer. I do love Slayer, but that's how it all come apart. And my two favorite colors are black and like a nice
and
blue.
Yeah,
that's what our colors are. So that's why it's.
Well, at least it's a good story, because a lot of people say, just because whatever, but
it has meaning.
Bit of history and meaning. Yeah,
it has meaning. So it's more than just a name. It's my name, and it represents everything I like, and the colours and Vikings. And
so you probably never want to let go of the company, would you? Really?
It's pretty tough.
Yeah.
Someone says, "Look, I'll give you a meal." Sure.
What do you do?
Then, fuck. Oh well.
Just keep 49%.
I'll keep 51.
51.
They can keep the 49.
So you can make the decisions.
Exactly. Still have power.
You might lock out outro music.
Slayer?
Nah, but it's pretty cool.
Country? Is it you?
Nah. Bit louder. BREN Godfrey, who owns Cult Fitness, thanks for coming in, mate. I love hearing your stories and adversities and overcoming life. We'll get you in at some point again.
We play chess.
For sure. Thanks, mate.
Pleasure. Thanks for having me. Thanks, bud. How good's that?
Fuck yeah.